Welcome to today's webinar, which will provide an overview on the 2020 ASCM case competition, including important logistics in regards to the upcoming college and university round. I'm Kathleen Schroeder, Director of Membership for ASCM, and I am pleased to be joined today by my colleague John Stoltz, ASCM's Director of Customer Experience. Together we will be sharing important details in regards to the ASCM case competition, which will allow you to fully maximize your participation in this exciting program.
Exciting indeed, Kathleen. ASCM is pleased to collaborate with Deloitte on the 2020 ASCM case competition. Now in its third year, this program presents a series of end-to-end supply chain management challenges inspired by real-world business cases to a global pool of participants from both undergraduate and graduate student teams. As you work to form your team, all students will need to secure a faculty advisor who will serve in an oversight role to the team. Participating teams and their schools will also have the chance to win prize money, as well as the prestige and recognition from this case competition hosted by the leading professional association for the global supply chain community. Let's take some time to review the structure and timeline for the 2020 competition. The college and university round officially opens with the release of the case materials on October 1st and concludes with the final presentation submissions due on October 31st. Team registration will open via the case competition website on August 1st. Each team in the college and university round is required to have 4 student participants, but this can be a mix of undergraduate and/or graduate students. At the conclusion of the college and university round, each school is required to select up to 2 teams that will then go on to represent the school in the virtual round. These winning selections are due to ASCM by November 15th. In the virtual round, the presentations from the winning presentations of the college and university rounds will be reviewed by a global panel of judges. In early December, the top 64 teams will be notified that they have advanced on to the regional round, which will take place on February 14th and 15th in 8 Deloitte offices across the globe. Students invited onto the regional round will be responsible for securing necessary travel documents, but ASCM will cover airfare and lodging for the participants. The top scoring teams from each of the 8 regional rounds will then be invited to the final round, which will take place during the ASCM 2020 annual conference in September in New Orleans, Louisiana. Again, ASCM will cover transportation and lodging expenses, and the teams will then compete head-to-head for the prestige of being announced as the winners at a general session during the conference, as well as a share for them and their sponsoring schools in the $7,500 prize pool.
Thank you, John. I am now going to give you the information you need to get started as a student for the case competition. First, you must be an ASCM student member, and the good news is it's free and takes no time at all to get set up. Go to ascm.org/join to get started. When you're there, select the Plus North America or Plus International option, whichever applies to you. Next, you will select Student from the drop-down menu, and you'll just follow the instructions for our system to validate your full-time student status. Once you become a member, not only can you register for the case competition, you'll begin to receive access to ASCM member benefits like the student newsletter that you will receive quarterly, access to the job board where you can upload your resume and view our job board for open positions and internships. You can sign up as a mentee to be part of our mentor program, and you also will have access to the supply chain channel, which is essentially a virtual community of supply chain students and professionals. Here you'll be able to interact and expand your network with ASCM members within the supply chain industry. Again, once you're a member, you can assemble your team and register for the competition by going to the link you see on the screen. Each team member must be a full-time university or college student, an ASCM student member, and either an undergraduate or graduate. Each team must be made up of 4 students, and there can be only 1 to 2 winning teams per school. Faculty and industry volunteers help make this case competition a success by serving as judges for the first 2 rounds. Faculty can help drive interest in the competition by offering the case as part of their classes or by encouraging student clubs or chapters to form teams. Students don't have to currently be in a supply chain related class or part of a club or chapter, but they do have to register their team. If you are an industry volunteer, then you can fill out a form, and if there is a need in your area, we will try to match up you with the schools and teams. If you wish to serve as a judge, then use the interest form link and choose the volunteer judge portion of the form, along with providing your contact information. Finally, forward the interest form links to students, student teams, clubs, chapters, other faculty, or other industry professionals, and encourage them to get involved. We'd like to thank you for attending this webinar. We hope you found it informative and feel that you're ready to participate in this year's competition. Please visit ascm.org/case competition for more resources and information.